20 minutes, if that. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome in Facebook land. I'm so excited for you to be joined by my friend, my new friend, Miss Ashley. Ashley and I met each other on the bus ride from the airport to the resort in Cabo. We were the two single person people on that bus.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, girl.
Right? Because we all knew we were thrivers. So we were just like, hey, you're my friend now.
Yes. Never met a stranger.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your Saturday. I know you have a super busy schedule, and we'll learn more about what you do and how Thrive fits into your life. Thank you again for joining us. And most everybody watching is on my Facebook page and everything. They've heard my story a million times. And so I'm excited to bring your story because I actually have a couple friends that I used to raft guide with on the ACOE that are now traveling nurses as well. And a couple clients that are just nurses here in Chattanooga. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a really interesting perspective coming from the healthcare worker and then you being a traveler as well, how it all fits in. So without further ado, let's hear your story, girl.
Hey, everybody. So my name's Ashley. I'm a traveling ICU nurse. I've been doing travel nursing for about 3.5 years, but I've been a nurse for almost 9 now. It's crazy to even say that because I feel still like so young. I feel like I'm in my 20s now and I hang out with the girls at work. I just feel like all the new grad 20-year-olds, I'm like, oh yeah, like we're the same, but no, we're not. It's completely different. But I can tell you, like, I wish I would have had this stuff, found it earlier when I was in nursing school because I struggled hard, like so hard to stay focused and keep up. I worked 2 jobs while I was in college and it was just like I'd fall asleep in my books all the time and I would just like pray, like, can this information just like osmosis, like go into my brain? Like, how do these people do this? So then I found out how they did it and not really the healthiest ways. So, I dabbled in a few different things. Like even after graduating, I remember calling my mom and I was like, oh, I got hired straight into a CVICU straight out of nursing school, which is like not very common because it's a lot. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot to learn and not everybody's meant for it. So I was like, I need to do good at this job. I don't want to disappoint them being a new grad. So she had told me about some stuff. I had tried some other stuff that nurses at my job had done. And before you knew it, I just had like boxes and like random stashes of things that I had tried over the years. And it was either like one, too complicated or just I didn't notice a difference. It didn't like motivate me to want to take it because I was like, I can't even like feel this working. Like, what is this doing for me? And so I just had like a bunch of just stuff. And so I was never skeptical about Thrive, like whatsoever. I didn't have not one friend that did it. Never saw it on Facebook. I had this girl I worked with. She was a night shift nurse. She came in one night and she just was like, it was not her, by the way, not acting like herself. She like came in and she was like happy and talking to people. I was like, why are you so happy? It's like, like you're happy to come to work. Like, what's wrong with you? And so she was wearing this same sticker that I'm wearing right now, this DFT on my arm. She was wearing it on her chest. And she was like, oh, like I've been wearing this. My kids say I'm nicer. Like, I was like, I don't know about all that because I don't have kids, but send me the info. So she put me in contact with a lady. She was a customer, by the way. She put me in contact with a lady and a lady was trying to get me a sample. And I remember when she told me exactly how to take it, she was like, look, like you're a nurse, you need this. I'm telling you, like, this is how you're going to take it. It's super easy, but don't drink your coffee. I wanted to give her that Thrive back. I was like, lady, you're nuts. Like, I go to Starbucks every day. I'm like double fisting it on my way, like to get report. Like I'm calling my friends like, hey, do you want anything? Cause I feel bad about like being late to work. And so she's like, no, just trust me. Like you're going to live, like just do it exactly like this. So I did it. I felt nothing. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like some magical, like transformation in those 3 days, but I loved like the simplicity. It was so easy to do, to wake up and take the capsules before I even get out of bed and drink the shake. And it tasted great. I was doing vegan protein before and
that's rough.
Yeah, horrible. And this was good. And to put this little sticker on and go about my day, my life is crazy. Like I don't have time to remembering to take this and this and that like halfway through the day. I mean, maybe nurses in California, but nurses in Florida, like we don't know like when we're going to get a break, like if we're going to get a break, like how do I know to take this like 30 minutes before I eat? It's not realistic. So it just fit into my schedule so perfectly. And fast forward to now, like day 2, I mean, I ordered just because I was like, this is easy. Like, and I knew what I had done to my body. I gained so much weight. Like, I didn't gain the freshman 15 from college. I gained like the freshman 50. It was bad.
You're going straight into this really intense job, this intense profession. So there was really no transition time.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we grew up on food stamps. Like we were poor. We didn't like learn about nutrition and what's good to put in your body and fruits and vegetables. No, you ate what you got and you were on free school lunch and that's just what it was. And so like being an adult and being able to, have better finances and have the opportunity to like learn and get into something like this, it just made me feel good. So I just like felt good and I wanted to do better. And I'm no expert, but I've learned along the way a lot of things. And I just know that this works for me and it's worked for so many people I know. And it's just pure nutrition. I just wanted to feel good. I've lost almost 60 pounds, like kept it off. I used to do the yo-yo thing with all the other stuff that I had tried before. And I mean, this is where it's at. So after like 2 weeks, I just remember like waking up and I was that person that had like 5 alarms set to even get out of bed in the morning. Like, it was awful. I'm still not a morning person, but like as soon as I take those capsules and it just like does something like within those 10 minutes and I'm like come to life. And so, I mean, I don't miss it every day. It doesn't matter where I go. I mean, I started travel nursing a few years ago. It was a little sketchy trying to figure out how to get my packages, but like I've made it work and I've had it shipped all over the place. And I just love it when it gets to the front door and I'm like, yes, yes. And I've been able to like share it with so many of my friends. They're like, man, where has this been? I'm like, I know, like they need to include this with our like orientation packet. Like when you become a nurse, like also here's your Thrive so you can survive this madness, especially right now. I mean, I'm used to like taking care of like heart and lung transplants, like in the ICU, like straight out of surgery, like anything in the chest, anything you need to get your chest cracked open. That's what I do. But since COVID, they're like, hey, like, by the way, you're a traveler, like you're going to go to the COVID ICU. And so like, that's been my life since last March and working these crazy hours and being put in these types of situations. And I mean, I was in California last month working 60 hours, like 5 12-hour shifts in a row, which is really more because you don't leave on time ever. Wearing like a big plastic trash bag for the whole 12 hours with like double mask and goggles. You can't even like recognize who I am, taking care of these people. And I mean, I would not have been able to do it without that. Like my 2 days off, I had 2 days off every week. I would go do 2 days at Orange Theory. If you would have told me I would have ever like worked out on my day off after that, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. So, I mean, that's been cool too, to be able to like have the endurance, to keep up with that and actually like progress, fitness wise, because it's not just like a fix it all thing. Like it's nutrition, but you have to do the work too. I think Paul said it once, like you can't go like chase it with like biscuits and gravy or something like that. Like why would you invest this into yourself just to go ruin it? So
exactly.
I love it. Like I'll never stop doing it. They better never stop making this because it is done so much good for me.
Yes. And I love that you brought up the fact that you do go and work out, because too often there are these fads out there where it's like, just drink this and you don't have to work out, just drink it and weight will melt off of you. And it's like, how sustainable is that? How healthy is that? Like this.
I tried that thing that you're talking about. I know what it is. I tried it.
No, because it's not sustainable. You're not actually nourishing your body. And that's what these 3 steps do. Like it's not a meal replacer. It's not a fat burning thing. It's literally just giving your body the nutrients that it needs, bridging those nutritional gaps so your body can operate correctly. Because what you need for your body is not what I need for my body, but we both want to get that return on time and money investment when we're working out. We want to be able to work out harder. We want to see the results that we're working so hard for. So I love that you brought up that you're going to Orange Theory. And on your days off, like how many times, I mean, I'm sure people watching, like how many times have you been like so drained from work, you're like, I know I need to do this, but I can't move my body.
No, I mean, the hours are sort of sketchy now because of everything that's happening. So like they have reduced hours, but I mean, if they're open at 8 o'clock, if I can get out of the hospital by 8 o'clock and get there, like I'll go to that 8 o'clock class. I will not go to the 5 o'clock class. I tried that before. No, but I will go twice on my day off. And the coaches are like, are you sure? Like, that's a bit much. I'm like, I still feel great. And I mean, this Ultimate Thriver Challenge, I'm trying to do something.
Heck yeah, girl. Heck yes. I know. After I got back from Cabo, I came down with COVID. So I was like going to come back and I was like, yes, month 2, I'm going to like, roll into working back out again and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to have to pull some 2-a-days myself before I send in my month 2 photos. Man, your life just sounds like so crazy and so full on. Because like we were just saying before we went live, you went straight from, where were you before Cabo?
Well, I'm from Florida, but I was working in Houston, Texas this last year. So I have an apartment there, and then I went to California for 4 weeks, and then literally like left California, came back to Houston, packed my bags, went to Cabo, came back Monday night from Cabo, flipped my suitcase, like threw all the fun vacation stuff out, and then put in all the scrubs and mask and don't want to do it stuff. And then Tuesday, I mean, I was in Atlanta. So I've been in Atlanta since the day after Cabo, just jumped straight into work. I got in at I took the latest flight, got to my apartment, Airbnb, I swear.
Yeah.
By 2 a.m., went to sleep for a few hours, woke up, and I mean, this is the first weekend I've had off since then. So trying to make the most of it and get out and explore, see what Atlanta is about. So
yeah, but imagine, I mean, I don't even want to imagine what it would be like if you didn't have the Thrive and the nutritional support to keep you focused and energized and moving, I mean, because it does so much more than just that focus. Like, I know I've experienced a lot less joint issues in my own body. So, I mean, you're on your feet all day, every day.
Yes. My knee. Oh my God, my knee. I've sprained the same ankle like 4 times. I actually sprained it like the week or 2 before we were in Cabo. That's why I was like struggling to wear heels in Cabo. But I mean, the recovery, like the inflammation, like, oh my knee used to pain me so bad. And now it's just like, I'm fine. It feels fine. The cold weather might make it act up, but the inflammation, oh my God, it does so much. Like the sleep, I think I'm like a squirrel, I swear. I think I was trying to tell you earlier, like I didn't notice anything for like 2 weeks. But I remember like that week 2, I woke up and I just felt like good, like so well rested. Like, like, man, I just started it because I wanted to feel good, but like my sleep is so much better. Like, like my joint issues are better. My gut health, like my immune system, like I used to get sick all the time. I can't remember the last time I was sick. Like, just feel good. I mean, the weight loss is like an added bonus, but all the things that you can't see, like the mental focus and clarity to not have that brain fog anymore. I mean, that alone would have done it for me.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that's what I noticed on my day 1. It was like a veil was lifted. It's like, you don't realize like if you wear glasses, you don't realize when they get dirty. You just kind of like go and go. And then all of a sudden you put those glasses and you're like, shit, like, oh, here we go. Yeah. I can finally see again.
Yeah. Awesome. This is like so good. Pure gold. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we don't know what it's going to do for you or where your nutritional gaps are, but that's the greatest part about the 3 steps is that it works with your body and what you need. We all need good gut health. I mean, Ashley, you're exposed to so much in the hospital and just the travel and all of that puts stress on the body as well. And you don't realize, like you said, it's all this kind of internal stuff that we just get used to feeling blah or feeling icky. But if you can find something that supports you throughout that day, and obviously it's supporting you through so much fun and travel and everything.
Oh my God, I can't wait to like go again. I cannot wait to go back in June. I'm like,
yes,
down the days. I'm like, okay, as soon as I finish this contract, then I'll have exactly 2 months before Mexico. So what am I going to do? I need like a short little job in between those 2 months and then it'll be time.
Yes.
Again.
That's awesome. And y'all watching, I mean, time is precious, right? Timing is everything. And with Ashley's job and work, I mean, she has to figure out how to fit it in. Because what time are you normally up to go to work? Like, do you
probably by like 5:30?
Okay.
I only live like 0.7 miles from the hospital now, so it depends. Usually about 5:30, I get up. I take my time to do my Thrive, and I run this as a business too. Like, I love sharing it with people just because I know what it's done for me, and I just want to tell the world. Mm-hmm. So I usually like work on that a little bit before I go to work, and I walk to work if the weather isn't too bad, because it takes like 12 minutes to get there.
Right.
And then normally get home by like 8:30 each night. So, I mean, it's a long day, but I can stay up to like 10, 11, 12 sometimes and still feel like rejuvenated the next day. Like, I don't feel sluggish. Like, I can do it. Oh my God, the schedule here. So, okay, it's a crisis contract. So I'm working. Last time I did 5 days in a row, and I was like, never doing that again. I want to live my life. I want to, like, what do they say? Live to work, work to live. That saying. Like, right. I don't want to live to work. So yeah, they scheduled me like 2 on, 1 off, 2 on. And I was like, hey, like, I know I'm just here to help, but can I do all my days in a row? And she was like, are you sure? Like, that's a lot. Like, that's like not good. And I was like, trust me, I can do it. I'm taking Thrive. Like, give me all my days in a row so I can go have fun on my days off. Like,
yeah, come see me in Chattanooga. Come see me in Chattanooga. I'll see you in Atlanta.
So we found out we're only like an hour. Was it like an hour and a half away from each other?
Pretty much, yeah. Not far at all. Not far at all. Because I'm like, Chattanooga is like right there on the border of like Tennessee and Georgia. So
we're making it happen.
Oh yes, yes. This will not be. We won't have a computer screen between us for long.
Yes.
I love that. And I just want to touch on one more thing that you had mentioned beforehand about like how you grew up and how like your mindset shifted around nutrition and stuff when you started to really, I'm guessing like when Thrive really started to come into your life, where it was like this whole just lifestyle shift happened, where it wasn't just grabbing for whatever. It was like something changed.
It was more intentional. I just like felt good. And I was like, wow, like what else? Okay. Like what's in this stuff? And like, just started being like more mindful. I think it was more so when I moved to California. I had a roommate there, and he used to be like a professional soccer player. And so he ate mostly like plant-based foods. He cooked a lot. And so like he really like introduced me into that concept of like, okay, like what are you actually like putting in your body? And so I started to eat what he was eating, and we would like prepare meals together. And he's such a good friend. Like, you just like, oh, he was a stranger too. I mean, it was a little bit sketchy. I met him on a roommate app, but but I'm thankful because, he taught me about food. And so he also encouraged me to start this as a business. He was like, you love it, you're passionate about it, like you need to make this a business. And so I mean, he was a blessing. But yeah, just like being exposed to that and like learning like what is what and what I'm putting in my body. Like I started using my Fitness Pal and like scanning food so I can learn like what was high and what, and like counting macros. And I should be better, like more consistent with it. But I did that every day for like 6 months, and that really helped like shift.
That's awesome. And that's what it is. It's a lifestyle shift. That's why we call it our lifestyle shake, our lifestyle capsules, because it's not a quick fix. We don't get to our unhealthy ways overnight. It's kind of a learned experience. And so getting into a healthier way of living is a learned experience too. And so kind of adding things in and knowing what works for you, having that experience. I know as a health coach, I've tried a lot of different ways of eating too. And it's taken me down a journey of like, okay, well, how does food actually make me feel? How does Thrive actually make me feel? How does this other protein actually make me feel? These capsules, like what are you really investing your time and effort into? And I think that's the biggest thing that we want to scream from the rooftops to everybody is that this works. It is quality nutrition that helps heal the gut and helps you absorb all of, all of the nutrients that we're putting into it. So
something like so simple as water. Like I used to have half empty bottles of water laying everywhere. I've never finished a bottle of water. In the hospital, they make you like go put your drink at a drink station that's like far away. Like okay, they don't want you to like go to the bathroom or like drink water. I drink so much water now. I put myself on a schedule and it works. And I'm telling you, like I used to drink like soda, tea, coffee, like a lot of alcohol. Now it's just like water and alcohol socially.
Yeah.
I drink at home, but I drink so much water and I just found like that simple change like made such a difference and helped me with this experience even more.
That's so awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Healthy breeds healthy. And that's what we're here to spread the word about, right? That doesn't have to be the difficult
It doesn't have to be difficult.
Mm-hmm. No.
No, I'm happy. I'm glad I met you. This is literally the easiest thing I've ever done to get healthy, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So
excellent. Well, if you all that are watching or watch the replay, let us know if you're interested in getting some more information. Follow Ashley over on Instagram. What's your handle on Instagram?
oh my God, don't make fun of me. It's from college.
I love it.
It's Who Loves Moscato, which you see my last name down there. So, I mean, that's why I'm not using it. I mean, I'm invested. That thing is like really old now.
I love it. Well, follow Ashley over on Instagram at Who Loves Moscato. Watch all of her awesome travels and how she's impacting the world with her health and wellness journey, and then with her profession as well. Saving lives every day in one way or another, right? And follow me over here. If you're interested in learning more information, reach out to us. We are here to answer any and all questions. We're an open book when it comes to stuff like this. We want to share and we want to make sure you get the healthiest options possible for you to feel as good as we do. Excellent. Anything else you want to share with our viewers?
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you. And like I said, reach out if you have any questions, y'all. Make it a healthy day, and we'll just see you soon. All right. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.